KG5REW. Good afternoon, Carl.
KG5REW85ZH. Is that Hank?
No, this is Wayne over here in Orange Grove, about a mile east of 49 down O'Neill Road.
Roger. Sorry about that. I'm on Interstate 10 right now, and traffic is backed up between Highway 57 and Ocean Springs and who knows where.
Well, I just got off of lightning.org or whatever it is, and I see a it's coming across in a horizontal line, and it's just coming to Baton Rouge. So it should be here in a couple hours, I do believe. And it's quite impressive. All the way up to Memphis and above. But the heaviest is here in Louisiana. They're saying that they're getting 59 strikes a minute. And it's just coming into Baton Rouge, and there's a big gust of lightning right in line with New Orleans. So it may be interesting tonight. KG5REW.
59 a minute. That's a bunch. Usually I leave my radio connected, even though my house has been hit before. But I'll probably disconnect if it's going to be that bad.
Yeah, I guess so. It don't take but a minute, but I'm on a HD 5070. Well, I'm not going to unhook nothing. Actually, I'm not going to unhook it. It's out there in the garage, and I don't think I am. But anyway, there's a lot of it up by Baton Rouge, and like I say, down here, Genetti or something down there, and it's heading right for New Orleans. And right now they're clocking 54 strikes a minute.
Now, is that right there in the Baton Rouge area, 54 strikes a minute, or is it all along the storm path?
I would say all along the storm track right there. Like I say, it's just about vertical. And it's going all the way up from Memphis. It's quite not heavy up there, but as you go south, it starts to get with the 20 and then Meridian and over there. It's between Monroe and Meridian now. And but when it gets down to Baton Rouge, it's really getting heavy. And down Lafayette, it's solid red. So, and that's just due west of Gulfport. So, I imagine we're going to, but now it's up to 160 a minute. So that's, of course, that's, 600 miles, but, it's a lot of lightning. KG5REW. But anyway, you're on the highway and a lot of traffic, and you coming or going or heading for the house?
My mom's in a nursing home over in Ocean Springs, and I just came from there, and I'm headed to the house. Looks like I'm not going to be in time for dinner. I may actually make a round table here.
Roger that. Well, the round table will be out here in an hour and 15 minutes. Harry said he's going to have that tonight, so, but you'll be home before the storm hits. Like I say, it's back west, and, but it's coming to New Orleans pretty quick.
Yeah, we're all getting prepared. We've got lawn furniture on the back porch we're going to get tied down, and I've already got the grill and other stuff out out of the way in the garage. So we're pretty much ready.
Roger that. They did say 40, 50-mile-an-hour gusts, right? Not sustains, but gusts. So, but they can pick up them plastic chairs and bring them over to your neighbors pretty quick.
Yeah, I don't know if it'll move ours. Ours are all metal, but they're kind of old antiques, and, you know, I don't want it to damage them, so we'll tie them down.
Roger that. Well, and I guess they've not predicted any more than an inch of rain. I don't know. It doesn't look like it's very wide, you know, just it's solid in the line that it's more solid. That sounds like good English, doesn't it? Down where it's going to come across us. And the dots and strikes are not farther apart up north, but down in Baton Rouge is right in the middle of it right now. And they're predicting 72 hits a minute. And there's a lot of lightning to the east of Baton Rouge right now coming 10. Coming right across 10. So I'm sure we'll get a taste of it.
Sorry about that. Traffic started moving, and I had to get with it real quick. Yeah, I hear you. I'm drain, trying to fertilize the lawn, and the yard to not be soggy.
All right. Well, all right. I don't want to interrupt you while you're driving. It's a full-time job, so be safe out there and be healthy, and hope get home quickly. And like I always say, eat your vegetables. KG5 REW.
Good talking to you. KG5 REW 73 AG578. Standing by.
Good afternoon. Welcome to the W5SGL digital repeater. This repeater operates in analog mode with a 136.5 tone and in C4 FM digital mode. Non-digital radios should have their CTCSS tone squelch turned on to prevent hearing digital hash. M5LBZ.
WG5GK, this is K90YZ. Heard. This is K90YZ. We're net control for this special weather session of the Jackson County Amateur Radio Emergency Service. We're going to take check-ins hourly to see who all's there. We're going to have somebody monitoring the frequency continually for weather reports, storm reports as the storm rolls through, and we'll try to keep this going at least until the weather seems to have passed us. So at 6 o'clock, I'll go ahead and kick it off here as a net control and take check-ins from anybody who's there, and weather reports if anybody would like to give them. This is K90YZ. I'm going to start this. We'll go by city just like we do with our normal regular check-ins, starting with the city of Gaucher. Do we have any amateurs in Gaucher who would like to check into this weather session of the Jackson County Aries Emergency Net? Go ahead.
This is Kilo Golf 5, Victor, X-Ray, Yankee.
KG5, VXY, thank you. And yes, I should have mentioned, please do that phonetically if you can, and you did great. Appreciate your being there, Mike. We've got you checked in. Any other amateurs in Gaucher, please call now. Okay, it sounded like somebody came across on digital. I did not have my radio set for digital. Station trying to check in, please come again. With nothing heard there, this is Kilo 9 Echo Yankee Zulu. I'm net control for the Jackson County Aries net. This is a special net we're holding for the weather coming in tonight. You'll notice that the couple other announcements, the Mississippi Section Aries has activated the Mississippi Section phone net. If you are HF capable and licensed, you can tune over to 3862. They are currently having their routine net, but they will resume emergency storm spotting operations on that frequency thereafter. One other announcement I'll give you. Stand by. I'm going to drop the repeater for a second. Make that two other announcements. Don't forget, if you are digital HF capable, at 7:30 tonight, the narrowband emergency messaging system InBeamsNet for the Mississippi section will begin at 7:30 tonight local time on 3581 kilohertz. Again, that's 3581 kilohertz, 1,000 hertz waterfall audio offset, and that will be in Thor 22. We invite you to come along, and I'll stand by. I'm going to drop the repeater for one more announcement. Another announcement, the George County routine Aries net is held on Wednesday nights at 7:37 p.m. local. That's on the 147.120 repeater. They are currently operating only in digital, C4 FM digital mode, but if you're able to check in, I encourage you to do so. And we will continue to call for check-ins hourly on this repeater, as well as having several people monitoring it through hourly, through the entire hour. So if you have storm-related information, damage reports, situation reports, whatever, we invite you to please call in, and we'll be here listening. Does anyone have any queries or need any fills on these announcements? I'm hearing no further announcements there. I've got one other here I'm getting a text about right now, but before I get that, does anyone else have any other announcements or anything to bring to the net before we stand down and monitor? Hearing no other announcements, I'll follow up on this text message. We do have a bulletin board system with current weather reports on it as well. If you are digital capable, WinLink capable, and you're comfortable navigating yourself around a bulletin board system rather than standard WinLink, then please check our bulletin board. You can find that on 3589.5 dial frequency. And that's 80 meters. You can find it on RDOP and VARA. That's RDOP and VARA. You can also find it on 7.101, also RDOP and VARA. Or if you have 2 meter and you would like to try it on packet, you can find us on 145.010. For all of those, you would use the call sign Whiskey 5 Whiskey Alpha -1. Whiskey 5 Whiskey Alpha TAC 1. Is there any queries or fills on this message? This is K9EYZ. Before I stand down and let the repeater continue to operate in normal use while we monitor, do we have any other check-ins? Any other check-ins? Please come now. Okay, this is K9EYZ. We're going to stand down, let this repeater go into normal use, where we will leave this as an open net, meaning we will continue to monitor, and once hourly, we will take check-ins and situation reports, weather reports, etc. This is K9EYZ standing by.
KG5 Area W. Does anybody know if the EOC is being manned tonight?
I know of.
Thanks, Eric. Just up the Slide L at 20 minutes ago. They had some warnings over there. The wind was picking up.
My daughter said they had some pretty strong wind and some hard rain come through out there in La Paz, but other than that, they made it out okay.
It's past them now, I do believe, right?
Past them. It's working its way this way.
A lot of lightning, according to the lightning.org map. There's a lot of strikes.
Hey, Billy, I heard you come in on digital saying you're having a hard time with the repeaters. Are you doing okay?
It's just all static. We're getting all the repeater because of the wind.
Yeah, I know y'all two were talking, and then he kind of like dropped out, and then he came in digital right before Wayne come in. Said something about not being able to get into any of the repeaters. And Wayne was real scratchy also. Yeah, it's pretty windy out here on the beach.
The operator was talking about the wind on the beach. Is the sand coming over 90 yet? KG5 REW.
Hey, Wayne, is Jimmy, K5OV. That was me. I'm in Ocean Springs on the beach, and yeah, the sand is starting to cover up the roadway.
All right, well, we'll probably get it in the next hour, I do believe.
Yeah, the clouds are starting to move in more and more, and the wind is blowing pretty strong from the south, that's for sure.
According to information I just got from the EOC in Harrison County, National Weather Service has issued a tornado watch effective until 4 a.m. And that includes all the coast counties. KF5BA.
Good evening, everyone. This is Robert, KM4EWZ, Aries Assistant Net Coordinator with the Bad Weather Net. This is not an official activation, but we are checking on conditions and checking on our friends and fellow hams to make sure everybody's all right and if there's any way we can help. This net will not activate unless the forecast gets worse in Jackson County, but we will monitor in case of an emergency. At this time, I'd like to ask anyone from the community of Gaucher if they'd like to check into the net. Correction, hold that. Whiskey Golf 5 Golf Kilo. Gus, are you available with an update? Any station wishing to make a comment or anyone I doubled over, please come back. This time I'd like to check with AC5RW. Richard, you available for a moment? Go ahead. Roger that. I know last couple of times we used you because you were monitoring the government frequencies. Can we count on you to advise us of any road closures or anything else important to us? You sure can. I thank you very much, Richard. At this time, I'd like to remind all amateurs that the net is not officially activated, but this is our own little procedure to ensure the safety and comfort of our fellow hams. So at this time, I'll be closing this informal net and returning the repeaters back to normal use. KM4EWZ.
KM4EWZ, K9EYZ.
K9EYZ, go right ahead.
Just had a report from our, I believe she is our public relations person for the Mississippi section, but she's from George County, KG5AZL, that there is a tornado warning for Hattiesburg, Petal, and Columbia, Mississippi. That's a bit out of the reach of this repeater. Some of them are, but if anybody is in Hattiesburg, Petal, or Columbia, please take shelter. There is a tornado warning. Don't have any further details as far as how long it will last, but for Hattiesburg, Petal, and Columbia, Mississippi. K9EYZ, back to net.
Roger that. We copies. Anyone have contacts in that area, you might want to advise them there's a tornado warning, which means that the conditions are now present for tornado.
This is K9EYZ, Kilo 9 Echo Yankee Zulu, net control for the Jackson County Aries Emergency Net. Please stand by for an announcement. This is K9EYZ, net control for the Jackson County Emergency Net, Aries Emergency Net. Within the next 20 minutes, we are going to link this repeater, which is digitally capable, to the George County repeater, KD4VVZ, to allow all those interested in checking into their net via digital to be able to do so. If you have a digital radio, you'll be able to come straight in on this net, and it will be automatically repeated over to the KD4VVZ net. As soon as their net is over, we will resume analog FM communications via our net schedule on this repeater. I don't have exact times when that'll happen. Just listen up, and if you hear the noise hash, stand by 1 second. I'll drop the repeater. If you hear the digital signal hash, my apologies. Just turn your radio down, or you can use tone squelch to get it out if you have that ability on your repeater. But this will give us an opportunity to link these two nets during an emergency. It's really a cool concept. Does anyone have any queries or any comments or any fills needed on this announcement? Okay, again, that will occur probably within the next 20 minutes and will probably last for about 20 minutes once it begins. And anyone who's interested can join in, and we'll switch it over to digital for that time period. The moment that we switch it back, we'll resume our analog net, and if an emergency starts, we will switch over to pure analog and handle our net as we go, as we need to. K9EYZ, standing by. WG5GK, go ahead, Gus. Thank you, Gus. Does anyone have any queries or fills for Gus? Thank you, Gus. That'll give us another great opportunity just to kind of test out our abilities to use the digital functions of this repeater to link up during times of emergency. So this is somewhat of a test bed. If a real emergency crops up during the repeater, I will come over and put it in FM and keep it that way. And if anybody has an FM emergency transmission, just key up an FM. It will switch us all over to analog, and we'll be able to hear from you. So be a great opportunity. Just please listen up if you've got a digital radio particularly. If you don't, switch over to Broadcastify and listen to what's going on. Maybe it'll make you want to get a digital radio and see what we're capable of. K9EYZ, standing by. KM4EWZ, K9EYZ.
EYZ, go right ahead.
Hi there. You probably heard that announcement. I would tell you, when you find it that it's appropriate, as the keeper of the digital link, go right ahead and do what you need to do, and I'll let you know if I think that it needs to be switched over to analog for any emergency purposes. K9EYZ.
Roger that.
This is K9EYZ net control for Jackson County Aries Emergency Net. Update on that announcement. Due to technical difficulties with Wires X tonight, we're not going to be able to connect these two repeaters, but we will try it at a later date. We will continue to have our updates hourly on this repeater. We will check in on each hour until the weather passes through. It is getting closer, and we do have tornado reports to our northwest up near the Hattiesburg area. We'll keep everybody updated here. Again, we will be in analog only with our local repeater by the hourly schedule we initially started, and sorry for the disappointment. This is K9EYZ standing by.
K9EYZ, this is Kilo X-Ray 4 Romeo Mike Mobile.
Kilo X-Ray 4, Romeo Mike. How you doing, Mike?
Good, doing good. I'm headed home before all hell breaks loose and trouble tickets start coming in. I'm running. I sent you an email the other day. Did you get that? Or a text?
Negative. I'll go back and check the phone. I may have overlooked one. When did you send it? Approximately what day?
Thursday of last week. And it was concerning, last Thursday I couldn't make the net because I went to the Deep South Amateur Radio Club, my other club's meeting. And while I was there, they had an ARL guy there, and he was talking about the rollout of 2-meter WinLink.
Oh, wow. No, I'll go check my email. I overlooked it. I may have just completely overlooked it. I get somewhere between 70 and 80 emails a day. I try to scroll through the ones that look important. I would have considered that one important, but it could have ended up in the trash file by mistake. My apologies.
No worries, mate. I think that actually was a text, but the nuts and bolts of it are that the ARRL is funding 10 2-meter WinLink gateways in the state of Alabama and 20 mobile 2-meter WinLink gateways for the Aries people.
Man, wow, I'm jealous. Now, we obviously can benefit from that, having it that close, particularly if they're in Mobile County. But that's awesome. That's incredible. Would love to get that happening over here. That's a great piece of information. I'll go look for that story and share it with the group.
Roger. So I'm going to be finding out more tomorrow night. I've got to go. They're having another meeting about it. The ARL regional guy was there. I got his card here. I was going to send you a snapshot of it so you can add it to your list there. But yeah, apparently there's an effort to boost WinLink gateways, and they want to go 2-meter because I said there's already HF. But they're going to build out 2-meter WinLink gateways, a total of 30 in the state of Alabama. And yes, Jackson County will be in the footprint.
That is awesome. That's good for us, obviously. I appreciate it. I just looked through my text messages, and I do not see anything on Thursday at all from you. Sometimes your text messages come into my email account, so I'll go over there and look next. But I might ask if you don't mind, resend it just to make sure that I get it, if that's okay, if you still have access to that information.
Sure, I'll do what I can. And then, like I said, tomorrow night I'm going at 6 o'clock, and they're having another meeting. I don't know if the ARL rep's going to be there or not. I know the local ARL and the Aries people are going to be there. So I'll have more tomorrow night. They're still trying to figure out how to do all this. But, yeah, so it looks like we're going to get a bunch of gateways, which ought to be great for the Aries people. And that'll be good for everybody else as well.
Hey, absolutely. I appreciate it very much. If I'm going to ask you, obviously this is very public for everybody hearing it, but if you keep your ears open, if you hear if there's some type of a grant program or something that they are doing that through that you think we might be able to apply for, please let me know. We've got a pretty active district Aries group down here, and between Stone County, Pearl River County, and George County, and then the 3 southern counties, coastal counties, something like that could really be beneficial, particularly during hurricane season. We'd love to try to work that. So let me know if you think that it's something that is possible for other areas as well. K9EYZ.
Yeah, Roger. I'll know more tomorrow night. They announced it at the meeting, and the club voted on it. So there's going to be an agreement between ARL and the club, and yeah, there's a grant involved, and it's a big one. And so there's a lot of people in the club that are a little nervous about it because it is a big grant, and how it's all going to be rolled out and who's responsible for what. So there's a lot of nuts and bolts to be figured out. But the ARL rep said it's coming. He's going to push it out. The general might have some information on it as well, but I'll find out more tomorrow night.
Hey, I appreciate it. Like I said, I don't want to take from you guys, but if it's a program that they might be test bedding in Alabama and might be extended elsewhere, well, I sure would like to get us in the middle of it. We've got right now only one WinLink gateway in Mississippi, south of Starkville, and that's right here in Jackson County. And it could use some improvements. Obviously, I'm happy to have it, but we could use a couple more. So appreciate your that info. Thank you very much.
That I'll get back with you throughout the week and let you know what I learn tomorrow night.
Thank you so much, and please drive home safely. It's going to be tough tonight.
Roger that. You running a weather warning net or what?
Roger, I am. It's an open net. I'm going to start here in a little less than a minute. Again, we're just kind of taking check-ins on the hour, weather and situation reports as necessary, and weather announcements, and we're just listening to the radio to be available if anybody needs anything or has anything to report. K9EYZ.
Roger that. I'll tune in once I get to the house. So, all right, Kilo X-Ray 4, Romeo Mike, back to you, and log me in the book.
Roger. This is K9EYZ, and I have you checked into the net. This is K9EYZ, Kilo 9, Echo Yankee Zulu. Net control for the Jackson County Aries Weather Emergency Net. This is a special session net specifically for the weather coming in tonight. We are taking check-ins hourly. This is an open net, meaning that we'll take check-ins, and then we will have people monitoring throughout the hour while the repeater returns to normal use. We'll be monitoring for anyone who has any weather to report or any emergencies to report. We will continue this until the severe weather has passed through our area, and we believe we're no longer in severe threat or threat of severe weather. This is Kilo 9 Echo Yankee Zulu, your net control. Stand by 1 second. Before we begin taking check-ins, I will check to see if we have a weather update. Whiskey Golf 5 Golf Kilo. Gus, are you available with any weather updates? Thank you so much for that, Gus. Appreciate that update. Does anyone have any queries or any fills needed from Gus? Okay, folks, I will add to that a very informal estimate of when we expect bad weather to arrive. I'm looking at the Weather Channel right now with their forecast radar. That's a futurecast radar. It looks like the weather right now, the main weather line extends from Slidell up through Hattiesburg and then to the northwest, essentially paralleling I-59 at this moment. And it is advancing towards the east. Looks like it will arrive in Jackson County at approximately 9:30, between 9:30 and 10:30 p.m., give or take a little bit. So everybody get ready, get secured. Looks like it's going to be here shortly. Stand by, K9EYZ. I appreciate all of your being there. We will resume this at 9 p.m. for those of you who are still up and with us. And as I said, we will maintain a watch on this repeater for anyone who does have emergency reports throughout the evening until the main storm line has passed through our area. If you do have any announcements at any point, please call and we will respond. Just call for net control and we will answer you. Appreciate everyone checking in. This is K9EYZ. Your emergency coordinator and net control for the Jackson County Emergency Net. I will be monitoring until 9 p.m., at which point we'll see who takes over from there. K9EYZ standing by. This is K9EYZ, Kilo 9 Echo Yankee Zulu, net control for the Jackson County Aries special session for this weather event. We have a report of a tornado warning in George County. Tornado warning in George County. I do not have specifics on the location or estimated duration of this tornado, just that there is a tornado warning for George County. I'll provide more specifics when I have them. This is K9EYZ. If you have queries or need fills on this, please let me know. K9EYZ standing by. Hey, this is K9EYZ. A little bit of an update on the tornado warning in George County. If you'll, any of you who have availability of Fox 10 News, they're reporting it somewhere near Church's Chicken and Century Bank in Moosedale. That's the only report I have on that. I'm reading the report from the National Weather Service right now. It indicates that we also have a tornado warning in Hancock County issued at 8:38 p.m. It does not list an expiration time, but that is listed as a tornado about 10 miles west of Waveland, moving northeast at 45 miles per hour. I'll continue to update people as we see updates on this. This is K9EYZ, standing by. This is Kilo 9 Echo Yankee Zulu. I've got a text message update that the tornado in George County is in the northwest corner of George County. Not likely to be affecting us here in Jackson County, but if you're in George County and you're in the footprint of this repeater and you hear that, just be aware. That is in the northwest corner of George County. We'll keep you updated on that one. In Harrison County, as we know more, in Hancock County, as we know more, and we'll keep everybody updated as this storm gets closer to us. K9EYZ, standing by.
G5REW.
KG5REW, this is K9EYZ.
Dr. Lawrence, good hearing from you. I haven't heard you in ages. How are you doing out there, all right?
Hey, Wayne, yes, we're doing just fine over here, getting ready to batten down the hatches and buckle down for a wild ride. How are y'all doing to the west of us?
Well, it's just kind of raining with some wind in it right now. Have you been monitoring the 7-3 machine? They're on there, and they're getting reports from Slide L, and there's I can't think of that fellow's name, but at one time there was 4 tornadoes on the ground in Mississippi and stuff like that. So if you, I don't know if you're scanning 7-3 or not.
Negative. I've not been scanning 7-3. We are running a net. We're monitoring constantly, but checking in every hour. I've got to do that again here in about 11 minutes. But our latest report had a report of some tornado warnings in Greene and in George County and in Hancock County, and obviously it's getting closer, so we're just kind of getting ready for it, trying to be safe and stay informed.
There was a report that power was out in Wiggins, so there is these cells around that are touching down there.
Yes, indeed. In fact, I probably should have the other VFO of my radio either on the 730 machine. Do you know if they're running anything on the, is it 147.165? It might be 146.165. I forget. It's now the Stone County Aries Group's repeater.
No, I do not. I know our EOC down here, they're not running that either.
Okay, Roger. Well, I might switch the other VFO over there just to listen to see if I hear anything. Right now, we don't have any reports of anything too close, but it is getting closer. So, be safe.
All right, Dr. Rhodes. Good talking to you. I've missed you. Panda's been a ghost town here for some reason. I don't know, but you be safe up there too, and we'll be listening. KG5REW.
Thanks for checking in with us, Wayne, and please come back. Let us know if you hear of anything coming this way. I appreciate it. KG5REW. This is K9EYZ.
KG5REW.
KG5REW, KM4EWZ. Good evening, Wayne.
Hello, Robert. I was just talking to Dr. Lawrence a few minutes ago, but I wanted to pass this on. Harrison County has just activated their net on the 7.3 machine. So if you want to get on there and check in, they'd probably be glad to have you. And I think Dr. Lawrence said that in a few minutes you're going to have your net going. So I'll try to pass the word on if we to check in with you, and maybe we can pass some information your way. KG5 REW.
Roger that. Thank you very much, Wayne. K9EYZ, KM4EWZ.
KM4EWZ, K9EYZ. Roger, I copy that. I just stepped out of the shack for 1 second. Came back to hear that message, but thank you so much. KG5REW, KM4EWZ, go ahead.
Roger, I just want to make sure you had traffic. I'll start the net in about 2 minutes.
Roger, Roger. I'll let you take it in 2 minutes, and I'll be here standing by. K9EYZ.
Whiskey 5, November, Romeo, Papa.
I believe that was November 5, Romeo Papa.
Whiskey 5, November, Romeo, Papa. This is Justin in Big Point. I just want to give a quick little update here. I had a strong gust of wind blow through here, and my internet went out for about 2 minutes. So just something a little interesting, thought I'd like to report it.
All right, sir. Thank you very much. Would you repeat that for me, please? I was turning down another radio during your traffic.
Certainly. Just had a strong gust of wind blow through my property, and my internet, which is also the cable TV, was out for about 2 minutes before it went back online. So it's just something interesting I thought I'd like to report.
Yes, sir. Do you have a QTH4 at your location?
Stand by.
Well, while we're waiting on that other report, good afternoon, everyone. Or excuse me, good evening, everyone. This is Robert, KM4EWZ, with the bad weather net. At this time, wish to inform everybody that we do have some activity going on with the weather. And let's check with Whiskey Golf 5 Golf Kilo, see if he has an update for us.
K9EYZ.
K9EYZ, go ahead.
Just a quick announcement, guys. We will continue this in this format until the weather is passed through. So we'll be monitoring. If anybody has an emergency or a situation to report, please come on, and net control or someone will recognize you, and we'll pass that along. We'll take check-ins on the hour until we decide that the severe part of the weather has passed through. K9EYZ, back to net.
Roger that. Anyone else with any comments or announcements?
2 PKW.
And 2 PKW, go right ahead.
I am looking at massive lightning strikes west of me. I would say that I'm going to have to secure in about 30 minutes. I will call back. But it is continuous lightning just to the west, and I expect it to be overhead in about 30 minutes or so into PKW, back to net.
Roger that. Charlie, we have you identified. You secure as needed. When you check back in, we'll note it there. Anyone else have any comments or anything they'd like to say for the net?
A5OP.
A5OP, Jimmy, go right ahead, sir.
Roger, buddy, that Ocean Springs is now getting a lot of thunder.
Jimmy, you might have to stand on your chair, but try to repeat that. You dropped out of the repeater a couple of times.
Roger. Report.
Is any other station able to get that? K5OP, I hear you in there, but it's just so bad I can't make out what you're saying. You've worried about Ocean Springs. I'm assuming the weather's moving in there. Roger, roger.
Located. Can you copy now?
Yeah, Jimmy, go ahead.
Reporting heavy thunder in Ocean Springs now, starting up.
K5OP, I copied heavy thunder starting up at this time.
2 PKW.
And 2 PKW, go ahead.
I am East Ocean Springs, and what I'm seeing directly to the west of me is heavy lightning, a lot of lightning and thunder. Just backing up what K5OP is talking about. It looks like a pretty intense thunderstorm that's either over Ocean Springs or about to become over Ocean Springs. I will call in when I have to secure. I'll go to a rubber ducky and monitor, but I will not have communications with the repeater in 2 PKW.
In 2 PKW, we copied that. As I said, secure at your discretion and drive us when you get back on there. Anyone else have any questions or comments? Just adding to what K9EYZ said, either myself, KM4EWZ, or K9EYZ will be monitoring this channel. We do have backup radios, so lightning strike on a 2 meter is not going to affect us that much. But if you do feel the need to secure, just please advise net control and when you check out and when you check back in.
4EWZ, K9EYZ.
K9EYZ, go ahead.
Just making sure you have a copy. I've switched over entirely to cross-banding through the truck's radio so that I can shut everything down for this storm coming.
Roger that. Let me ask you this. Are you planning to monitor HF during the storm?
Negative. I'm shutting HF down for the next probably hour or so just to be safe.
Roger that. I too am going to shut down. I don't think the lightning's that bad here in Escatawba yet, but it's the first sign. I'm going to shut down.
Getting a little bit loud here. Sorry, stand by. Until I was stepping up into the shack where the other radio was going. You got the feedback. But yeah, I can see a lot of lightning popping around here, a lot of lights, and it's getting closer, so I figured I'd go ahead and shut down while I could.
Roger that. Reminded me of my old truck driving days and those CBs we used to have there.
In the days where people would pay big money for a mic that would do that for them. Roger that. Well, I'm going to go ahead and shut down the base rig. I'm cross-banding through the mobile, through the truck, and I'll be able to stay through the storm, provided the truck's battery stays up. K9EYZ, standing by.
K9EYZ, we copy. Anyone else have any questions, comments? WG5GK, go ahead, Gus. WG5GK, I just had a flashback from old Navy days of some of them cannons going off. Did you have a lightning strike? WG5GK, roger that. Anyone else have any comments or anything they'd like to discuss?
This is Whiskey X-Ray 5 Romeo Juliet, net control for the W5SGL severe weather net. Right now, the line of severe storms is basically running across the county lines into Jackson County. Biloxi right now will be getting some strong storms in just a few seconds if you're not receiving it already. Severe lightning in that area, which means high cloud tops. But at this time, it appears that the main threat to Harrison County has resolved. We are still under a thunderstorm warning, severe thunderstorm warning, until 9:45. Based on the information at hand, I am going to secure the net at this time. I appreciate everybody that responded and checked into the net. I would encourage you to listen to the 145.11 repeater in Van Cleve. Jackson County is just now starting to receive the weather that we were receiving, and they may need some assistance or would like some assistance over there. So I would encourage you to check with that net over there. Lawrence and his group, K9 EYZ, will be keeping their net up until the threat is gone. Again, this is WX5RJ for the W5 weather net. The net is now closed. The repeater is open and free for use. Thank you all for your assistance. WX5RJ out.
The heavy rain has cleared my area here in Orange Grove. I got 0.91 in the rain gauge. Very light rain outside, no wind.
Roger that, Harry. Everything go all right there?
Flash for about 2 seconds and come right back on, but other than that, everything's fine over here.
AP5FU, Harry, we appreciate the update. Camp 4WZ, standing by.
5FU.
K9EYZ, Camp 4WZ.
4WZ, K9EYZ, go ahead, Robert.
Roger that. From all indications, you might want to close your back door because I think it's fixing to come knocking.
It's getting rough here. The dogs are getting a little nervous, and I'm glad for it to just go on through and go somewhere else. K9EYZ.
Roger that. You take care, and everybody on my net take care. Camp 4WZ will be standing by.
You take care as well, and I'm going to be here cross-banding. I'm going to continue to try to hold the net as long as I have light to log with, so we'll keep going, and at the next hour I'll take more check-ins, and we'll be here to take any reports as needed between now and then. K9EYZ, standing by.
B5FU, KG5, REW.
50CP. Somebody said he was on another frequency or something.
All right, thank you.
I couldn't remember the frequency.
It's over on the Van Cleve repeater, Wayne.
I was just wondering if he was listening to LaPlatte's. They're doing well over there too. His daughter's over there. Can you reach them on with your antenna, Bill?
Get Mobile and Lucedale and Robertsdale and all them.
We can secure and go to bed, right, and sleep on it. That would be a good thing to do for an old guy over here.
I reckon. I didn't even lose DirecTV up here.
KW. Came back on. I just got off of the 8-6 repeater talking to him.
Talked to him too, Harry, so that's good. They said they were in good shape.
Okay, most of the storm appears to be north of me. the lightning show is the north. I still have some to my west, minimal to my south at this time. I've got some pretty good gusts going on right now. No rain, but major lightning storm that seems to be going around me seems to have gone north of me into PKW back to net.
Into PKW, so far you're in good shape. Everything appears to be north of you. I guess towards Van Cleve.
Into PKW.
Into PKW, thank you for the update. Camp WWZ will be standing by with the net.
25RW.
25RW, Richard, go ahead, sir.
We've got severe lightning out here right now. I mean, it is just non-stop. So, heading y'all's way. So, y'all have fun with it. AC5RW, back to net.
25RW, thank you very much. Keep your galoshes handy, you might need them.
Hey, what was the official measurement? Under 3/4 inch, right? KG5 REW.
0.93.
Oh, we got a lot of rain then. Almost an inch. Okay. Very good.
Give me one of them things.
The bucket and a ruler.
Camp 4WZ, net control, Jackson County.
Roger, sir. It's Whiskey X-Ray 5, Romeo, Juliet. The name is Bob. Just wanted to check into your net, and I'm sitting over here in Harrison County, watching the radar and ready to assist any way we can.
35, Romeo, Juliet, thank you very much. It's just starting to get interesting around here. I've checked all our stations are bunkered down and prepared, but do appreciate the offer and we'll keep you in mind. KM4 EWZ.
Out in the big open field, right?
N5GQ, the tarps on my roof got blowed around.
Go ahead, K9EYZ.
Quite a bit of rain over here. It slammed my door shut on the chicken house, so it was blowing pretty hard.
More to come, since he's in Harrison County and has should be getting it coming and going before we do. K9EYZ, back to net.
WX5RJ, you still on frequency?
Yeah, Roger, sir. Yeah, I copied the traffic from Lawrence there. Yeah, I'm sitting basically at the intersection of Highway 53 and 49, give or take a mile. But yes, we've seen the bulk of it. Biloxi is catching the last part of it right now with extreme lightning. We're staying under severe thunderstorm warning. Let me look at my... Yeah, we're still under for a few more minutes. What y'all are going to see is going to be some intense cells moving through from the south. The one that had the funnel cloud in Hancock County with damage in Burlington, it'll be moving through the central part of your county right about now, and that seems to be the strongest cell. And so it's showing right now center west of your county right now. So offshore, you're receiving a lot more, so you probably have got about 35 to 40 minutes of rough weather. Over.
Roger that. K9EYZ, stop that traffic.
I don't have any more specifics on where in Van Cleve, but there's a tornado warning in Van Cleve, Mississippi. If anybody has any updates on that alert, please let us know. K9EYZ.
K9EYZ, I'm sorry I might double with you, but you do have a hurricane warning in Van Cleve you're driving?
Tornado warning in Van Cleve. Roger, roger. K90 Wuzzy.
I'm sorry, I'm stuck in last year's mode, tornado warning.
No problem. Just want to pass it along. As soon as I have more information on exact location and direction of travel and duration of the alert, I will pass it along. If anybody else gets that information before I do, please bring it to the net. K90 Wuzzy. Gus, if you hear more, please let us know. K90 Wuzzy, back to net.
Juliet.
Whiskey X-Ray 5, Romeo Juliet, go ahead.
Roger, what Gus gave you is very accurate. It's moving to the northeast. It will be crossing Highway 57 at 9:49 p.m., crossing Highway 63 approximately 15 minutes later.
Roger that. Control AC5RW. Richard.
5RW, go ahead.
Might want to know your windows shut. I think you can wait as close as one to it.
It's going to be me and Lawrence and Lee and a couple others, but yeah. Well, luckily the downstairs of our house is underground, so we're okay right now.
Roger that. If you need anything, give us a call. Somebody will be on the net, Richard.
AC5RW back to net control.
Roger that. Cam40WZ, net control, stand by.
WX5RJ to net control. I've got 3 different sources here that's reporting that this is a confirmed tornado on the ground. It should go north of Van Cleve on 57.
All the Van Cleve stations, you copy traffic? Cam40WZ.
Roger that, in by the whale.
Roger, AC5RW.
WG5GK, I believe he's secured in his own digital wires X, C4FM. I'll give him a call right now. Justin in Big Point, do you copy? I don't have your call sign handy.
W5NRP, you copy, and I copied the tornado.
Roger that. Alright, if you need anything, give us a holler. I'll be able to monitor C4FM and FM, so either one call me.
Copy that. I have WLOX news on. This will be detailed. I think now I'm going to head to my safe room.
Roger that. All right, bud. If you need anything, give us a call. We'll try to get something to you.
Thank you very much. W5NRP. Standing by.
W5NRP, Cam40WZ. Clear and going back to FM. WG5GK, Cam40WZ, net control. WG5GK, information been passed on.
Cam40WZ, K90 Wuzzy.
K90YZ, Cam40WZ, go ahead.
Albert, you want me to take 9 o'clock?
Well, I would have, but you won't have to warm up and take 10 o'clock.
Sure. Sorry about that. I'll take 10 o'clock then. I'll go get ready. Got about a minute and a half left. K90 Wuzzy standing by.
Affirmative.
K9EYZ, this is N9RRI.
9RRI, this is K90 Wuzzy. Go ahead, Chuck.
Looks to me like you have a very strong cell moving into Jackson County, coming out of Harrison County. Will clips
southeastern corner of George before exiting into Alabama.
Roger, appreciate it. Yes, probably same cell also has confirmed rotation, and I've got information from that's confirmed on the ground tornado in Latimer, headed north of Van Cleve and then into onto Wade, and then maybe clipping South George County from there. So I'm at probably the same cell if I've got it right. K9EYZ.
You have it right. You have it right. Although at the moment I do not have any rotation, a signature rotation, but that doesn't mean it's not existing, you know. It's not showing up here for me.
Understood. Appreciate the update, and please keep us updated. This is K9EYZ. K9EYZ, net control for the Jackson County Aries Emergency Weather Net. It's approximately 10 o'clock. Before I get started taking check-ins, do we have any emergency or priority reports of weather? Please come now. WG5GK, Whiskey Golf 5, Golf Kilo. Gus, do you have any updates for us before I take roll call? Go ahead. They probably heard Chuck and I talking about it, but if you don't mind, please repeat it as briefly as you can so I'll get moving on with the check-ins. Go ahead. Thank you so much, Gus, and thank you, Chuck, also for reporting it, and everyone else who has given us information on that so far. Do we have any queries or need any fills on this emergency alert? Do you have any other emergency or priority alerts or traffic at this time? This is K9EYZ Net Control. We're going to take check-ins. I'm going to do this by location as we normally do with our nets. We'll ask you to do it briefly and phonetically. We'll come back at the end and update any traffic. If we develop any emergency or priority alerts as I'm taking check-ins, please come back with a break, and Net Control will recognize you and give you the floor. This is K9EYZ Net Control. Stand by. All right, K9EYZ Net Control. We're taking check-ins within the county first, within Jackson County, starting with Gaucher. Check-ins in Gaucher, please come now.
KM4 EWZ, recheck.
KM4 EWZ.
Be advised, I contacted and talked to W5NRP on C4FM. He's working on portable at his house, but he is contacted on that digital message.
Is he safe and okay, or any special traffic from him?
He just advises steadily getting worse, but he's in his safe area of his house, working off portable. He knows that we monitored both C4FM and FM, so he's aware.
So much. I'll resume check-ins at this time with any stations from Van Cleve. Van Cleve, please come now. I'm going to go through this list shortly and just get a brief description of the weather at your location. But before I do that, do we have anyone within this listening area who has any emergency or priority urgent types of weather traffic to report? Please come now. Okay, going to the top of the list, KG5, VXY, please tell us your location and what the weather's like there as briefly as you can. Go ahead, Mike. 4 EWZ. Go ahead, Robert, tell us your weather and your location.
Roger that. Approximately 2 miles north on 63 from I-10 in the Escataba community. It's just come down a wall of rain and a fair amount of wind. I haven't gotten the lightning that I was expecting, but that could be on its way. Back to net, KM4EWZ.
Roger, thank you so much. Stand by 1 second. I'm getting another report here. Hey, I've got an update on the tornado warning here. This is, comes to me from the National Weather Service of New Orleans, Louisiana. It's 12 minutes old. Reported at 10 p.m. Central Daylight Time. Confirmed tornado was located near Van Cleve, or 9 miles northwest of Escatawpa, moving northeast at 45 miles per hour. Radar confirmed tornado. Impact, flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged, et cetera, et cetera. So it sounds like it's probably the same one we've been discussing all along. But this is reported at 10 p.m., which is 11 minutes later than the last report we have. It would appear that this is expected to reach Big Point around 10:10 p.m. and Hurley at around 10:15 p.m. Do we have any queries or fills needed on this traffic? Okay, with that, I'm going to skip ahead to some of our other stations that I know might be in the path of this. We just spoke with KM4EWZ. AC5RW, do you have any weather reports for us?
Had some rain. Looks like most of the lightning's passed us. The strongest gust we had was 11 miles an hour. And I just heard on the scanner, the Sheriff's Department was talking, and they have no reports of a tornado on the ground. W, back to net control.
Thank you, Richard. That's good to know. It sounds from this report that I just got texted that it only says radar confirmed, so that may have been a bit of an exaggeration when we said confirmed on the ground. So, but be careful, everyone. With that, looks like the other person that would have passed N50YL at this point, but I'll go to Alan. N50YL, do you have any reports?
Nothing new, Lawrence, other than what I reported earlier, which I should not have done at that time. It was a short report. Anything that was in this vicinity is well on up towards the river. If the descriptions we were given are accurate, Lawrence, it would have been out around Latimer and actually moving to the northeast, not too far north of the repeater site, up towards Wire Road across the 7. But I think it would be, unless there's another new system, I think it would be going north towards North Hurley and more towards Jeff than towards Big Point. But that's just my guesstimation based on the description that was given on that system, on that funnel cloud and whatever they spotted. And N50YL, back to net.
Thank you, Alan. Makes perfect sense. I'm going to ask if everybody will behoove me for a moment. I know that'll mean we'll have to listen to some digital hash if you don't have a digital radio. KM4EWZ, would you check in with W5NRP? He would be the next in line for this storm. Go ahead, please.
Roger. N5, or stand by.
This is NRP. This is W5NRP. This is 55 November. Papa.
Net control, KM4EWZ.
Robert.
I had a small power outage there. I was out for a second. No contact on N5 NRP. Correction, Whiskey 5, November, Robert, Papa.
Understand. We'll keep trying him. If anybody hears from him, please let us know. I can't cross-band digital, so I can't follow that digital conversation. So if you hear from him, please interrupt us and let us know. With that, I'm going to resume down the list, and those I haven't already spoken with, we'll get kind of a weather report. Before I do so, this is Kilo 9, Echo Yankee Zulu Net Control. Do we have any priority or emergency traffic or weather reports at this time?
Negative on emergency traffic. This is N2 PKW.
Thank you, Charlie. With that, I'll go to KG5 KSA. Mike, if you can hear me, what's the weather like at your location right now?
2PKW.
We've got moderate to heavy rain. Had a couple of close lightning strikes up the street. I think we took one of the street lights out. We're working rubber ducky here, so there's no issues in that respect. Wind is up in the 25 to 30 mile an hour, pretty steady. I haven't seen any gusts much above that, so take it for what it's worth. It's there. Other than rain and a little bit of lightning and a little bit of wind, that's all we've got. KG5 KSA back to net.
Mike, I appreciate it. N2PKW, Charlie, go ahead.
The KM4EWC was very broken up on his digital transmission. I believe at WRP, I did hear him clear. If you want me to try a relay, but I need his full call sign over in 2PKW.
Roger, he's in the next path of this tornado, so yes, I think it would be worth our net time to do that. His call sign is Whiskey 5 November Romeo Papa, and that is Justin. Name is Justin, Whiskey 5 November Romeo Papa. Go ahead, Charlie.
Okay, if I can remember how to get this thing into digital, I'll give him a call here. KW.
Whiskey 5 November Romeo Papa.
Go ahead, Justin. This is N2PKW. Do you have a report?
Still just waiting for the storm to pass, and as soon as the wind dies down, I'm going to emerge.
Copy that. You're waiting for the wind to die down. And what is your lightning and thunderstorm activity? Over.
It is very active. Got a lot of lightning and thunder, and almost no hail or rain at this time.
Copy. No hail or rain, but intense thunderstorm activity.
That is correct.
Okay, do you have any estimate times before the storm is moved out? I know that's a tough one. Just a guess.
Maybe 5 minutes.
Copy that. 5 minutes. And 2PKW, appreciate your report. I'll pass it on.
W or net control in 2PKW. Net control in 2PKW.
N2PKW, this is K9EYZ. Go ahead, Charlie.
The report from Whiskey 5 Romeo Whiskey Papa. He still is under intense thunderstorm. However, there's no hail and rain. He is, as quote say, waiting for the wind to die down before he comes out. I assume he's in some shelter. However, he does expect the storm to pass within 5 minutes. And 2PKW back to net control.
Thank you so much, Charlie. And obviously, if he comes back on digital, you'll be the guy to hear him. Please relay. This is K9EYZ net control. Do we have any emergency or priority weather-related traffic? No emergency or priority traffic. I'm going to resume taking weather reports from those who are still with us on the net, going back to where we left off on the list. K5OP, Jimmy, do you have any weather report for us? Hearing Jimmy, we'll go to Whiskey 5 Sierra Mike November. Do you have a weather report for us, sir?
Yes, name is Jim, and I'm, hang on a second.
Whiskey 5 Sierra Mike November, you still with us?
Yeah, I had the Marine radio on, and the radio changed channels on me, but the name is Jim, and
I'm just north of Charlie, I believe, according to the maps. We got moderate rain, moderate lightning, no hail, and a very light wind right now.
Thank you so much for the report. Appreciate your being there. We already have gone through AC5RW and N50YL, so we'll go next. I would be next on the list here in Van Cleve, just about where Van Cleve and Highway 57 and, gosh, I'm drawing a blank on the road. I'll just tell you I'm in southern Van Cleve, where I would say moderate rain, mild winds, lightning is let up quite a bit. It's not nearly as bad as it was 30 minutes ago. That's at my location, K9EYZ. Moving along, November 9, Romeo, India, and November 9, Romeo, Quebec, X-Ray. Chuck and Val, how are things in your location?
Everything is quieted down there. It's better now than it's been. We have very light rain. The cell broke up before it crossed into Alabama. So I believe it's out of our bailiwick. It belongs to them. So if anybody is listening over in Alabama, please monitor this cell. It has the potential of spinning up. But other than that, it's quieted down here, so we'll talk with you later. This is N9RRI and also N9RQX. Back to net control.
So much, Chuck. Appreciate that update, and y'all stay safe. And even though this is broken up, everybody please pay attention. We are still under a tornado watch for several more hours, so please keep that in mind. W5 DDX, Joe, you want to give us a weather report for your area?
Okay, we've got light rain right here, right now. I sent you a message around 9:18 is when it hit really hard around here. And we had a lot of lightning and a little bit of rain, and that's about it. Right now it's nice and calm outside and light sprinkles. Whiskey 5 Delta Delta X-ray. Back to net control.
This is Kilo 9 Echo Yankee Zulu. Thank you, Joe. I just received another alert. We are under a tornado warning in southeastern Jackson County. Southeastern Jackson County until 11 p.m. I don't have other details, but we will give you those as soon as we can. It looks like that would be potentially affecting Gaucher and Moss Point, moving northeast at 50 miles an hour. With that in mind, we're going to go back to KM4EWZ. You may want to secure or at least be prepared. Robert, you got a copy?
Net control, I copied. It does seem to be picking up in some intensity. Once again, no lightning, just heavy winds and rain right now. We'll keep observing and advise you if any changes.
Appreciate that. This is K9EYZ Net Control. That would also go for you, Mike, KG5VXY. So be prepared. Mike, KG5VXY, you still with us?
Yes, sir. It's some pretty steady rain here. Pretty good light show outside. A little bit of wind. We're keeping our eyes open. Appreciate your concern. KG5VXY, back to net control.
Roger. If anybody gets any updated information on that alert, please don't hesitate to break in. We'll be happy to recognize you. Moving along, Whiskey Golf 5, Golf Kilo. Gus, do you have any, can you give us your weather report from your location, please? Gus, I appreciate that very much. KG5, REW. Wayne, if you're still with us, do you have a report?
Yes, I do, Lawrence. I'm here in Orange Grove. The winds are calm. There's no rain. and it's been reported by another operator over here that we've had just under an inch of rain. And all is well. Back to net, KG5 REW.
Wayne, for the report. We appreciate that very much. Sure seems like it would be more than an inch, but I guess that's probably an accurate report. Whiskey X-Ray 5, Romeo Juliet, do you have a report for us?
This is Whiskey X-Ray 5, Romeo Juliet. Good evening, Lawrence. Again, pretty much the same as what Wayne said. Right now we are in a lull. There are some storms that are reforming back behind us. I was just looking at the radar. So we've got a few more little thunder bumpers that are coming through. But it looks like all of us are going to be out of the mess here pretty quick. Just to let you know, they did have a real bad hit in Perry County at McLean. They're still doing search and rescue there. They may be needing help and volunteers up there in the morning. WX5RJ, back to the net.
Thank you so much, and everybody please keep those people in Perry County in your prayers. Sounds like it was a bad situation there for sure. Don't let your guard down as these storms do reform. KD5, LOH, Matthew, do you have anything to report?
No, over here in St. Martin, it looks like the rain has let up, and just nothing but being wet around here, and a lot of lightning. This is KD5, LOH.
Just recently reported tornado that is in southeastern Jackson County. If anybody gets that, please let us know. Does anybody have a report on that before I move on?
No, all right.
Go ahead, Chuck.
Straight south of, southeast of Ship Island, 20 miles out, we have a rotation signature traveling to the northeast, 53 miles an hour. According to what it shows here for the timing, it's going to just miss to the east, just east of Pascagoula. And I will give you a time, 11:05.
Roger. Keep us updated as you follow that, and we appreciate that very much. We'll move along through our list here. KG5HZU, Kilo Golf 5, Hotel Zulu Uniform. Joe, do you have a report for us? Not hearing Joe, we'll move along to November 5, Echo Victor Romeo. Do you have a report? This is Kilo 9, Echo Yankee Zulu. Net control for the Jackson County Aries weather emergency net. Weather's getting lighter here in Van Cleve. I would say we have light rain, light wind with a little bit of a light show in the distance. So I hope it's moving along, although we do have the risk as we go on of the high winds still forming up, forming up more rotation through the night. So please be prepared. Do we have any other check-ins? Any other check-ins at this time? Please come now.
5RW.
5RW, go ahead.
Came across on the scanners that there's a couple of transformers on fire somewhere on Jim Ramsey. Just to let you know. AC5RW back to net control, and the fire department is tracking some damage on the ground, some between Jim Ramsey Road and 614, and near Tanner Williams. I'm trying to keep track of where they're saying it's at, but it's kind of hard. It keeps jumping all over the place.
Roger, thank you very much for that update. Transformers on fire on Jim Ramsey Road and tracking damage between there and 614, which is much further to the east. Sounds like that was the first tornado we experienced here in Jackson County. Appreciate that. Any other check-ins, any other weather reports at this time? LOYL. LOYL. Alan, go ahead.
anything going on with the transformers on Jim Ramsey Road further west. I'm at 3 miles west of 57. Still have commercial power, so it's not affecting the east end of Jim Ramsey anyway. It's probably further out. No doubt there are issues. We did have a flash, the power flashed off and back on, but no sirens or no noise or anything like that about trucks getting there. I guess if there's a transformer fire, power company's got to get out there, but must be further on out, further west than where I'm located. In 50YL back to net.
Appreciate that update, Alan. Appreciate that very much. Any other reports or any other check-ins? K9EYZ. Okay, with that, we are going to monitor this frequency till 11 o'clock. At 11 o'clock, I will take check-ins. At that time, if it appears that the weather is mostly past us, which I suspect it will be, then we will probably secure for the night. If not, we'll continue this. So if anybody has any reports before 11 o'clock, please come on. We'll be listening. K9EYZ standing by.
EYZ, AC5RW.
Go ahead, Richard.
Like I said, the information I'm getting off the scanner is real broken, but they're just had a sheriff's office patrol state something about looked like they had something touched down on 614 near State Line Road.
Roger, that makes sense. 614 near State Line Road would be getting somewhat close up there to where Jeff, KI5JJP, and N5MES would be, as I understand it. It may be a bit still several miles off from them, but that's more in their neck of the woods. I'll text Jeff and see if he make sure they're okay up there. Any other reports? K9EYZ.
That's all I'm getting right now. I keep hearing stuff on the fire department, but I can't figure out where they're talking about. They keep throwing out names, but when I look it up on the map, they're not anywhere near each other. So it's kind of confusing out there right now. So AC5RW back to next control.
Roger. I think we can cut them a pass on it this time with everything that's going on at once, but appreciate it very much. Keep us updated. K9EYZ.
Hi, November Papa. Station calling. This is KM4EWZ. Please try again. Whiskey, November Romeo Papa. We got you, okay, Justin, go ahead. Just want situation from before. Now, looks like it's starting back up again. Rain has increased, the wind has picked up, inactivity has increased. Just another. Affirmative. I copied that it slacked off and now it's picking back up again. Roger, roger. Whiskey 5, November, Romeo, Papa. Any more traffic? Negative at this time, that's all. At this time. Roger, roger. We'll be monitoring. Give us a call if you need us. Copy that.
K9EYZ, KM4EWZ. Did you copy the traffic on digital?
Negative. I cannot crossband digital, so please tell me forward any traffic you have.
Roger that was Whiskey 5, November Romeo Papa, and Big Point. He advised it seemed to be clearing up, but then it's gotten worse again. But he's still safe and secure in his QTH.
Roger. Well, if you hear any more, please pass it along. I have not been able to confirm any more on that rotation that the National Weather Service reported in Gaucher, Moss Point, Escatawpa area, but if you hear any more on it, please let us know. K9EYZ.
Will do. KM4EWZ, clear.
5RW.
5RW, go ahead.
Department's checking some damage at John Smith and Jim Ramsey Road. They've got some trees down. They've got a tree down in the power line. And that's all I'm getting so far. CC5RW, back to net control.
Thank you so much. Keep us updated, Richard. K9EYZ.
AC5RW.
5RW, go ahead.
I think this affects any of our members, but it just came across. They've got some flash flooding on Tanner Williams Road near State Line.
Roger, flash flooding on Tanner Williams Road near State Line. And I just, by text message, heard from KI5JJP, and it's calming down over there. It sounds like whatever was over there went south and east of him. So, good news. Keep me updated. K9EYZ.
Like I said, they're still investigating some kind of damage over there by State Line in that area. So they haven't actually said it was a tornado, but they said they had a civilian call in, so they're investigating damage. So AC5RW, back to net control.
Yeah, I appreciate it. And it's not confirmed, but MEMA's website and Facebook page shows something over there around Agricola and Hurley heading on to the northeast, towards Wilmer. So it's probably the same thing. But that's supposed to expire at 11 o'clock, as is the one for southeast Jackson County, which we've heard no more about. So we'll just keep watching and keep everybody updated. K9EYZ.
K9EYZ and 9RRI.
9RRI, K9EYZ. Go ahead, Chuck.
I'm still showing water spout exactly due south of Gulf Arc Estates, traveling to the northeast, 49 miles per hour. Will be just brushing east side of Pascagoula at about 11:10.
Roger, keep us updated. Anyone in Pascagoula and East Jackson County, just get ready just in case. Sounds like there's a water spout offshore headed your way. Keep us updated, Chuck. K9EYZ. G5GK, K9EYZ. Go ahead, Gus.
I am here writing an email right now to Kay and Robert both. They want to encourage others to provide a feedback of today's event from their perspective.
Yeah, I appreciate it very much. Not bad at all. I appreciate all the input. Everybody's doing a great job. So please send any information you have. K9EYZ.
Okay, I'm just about through.
We all are. I'm still going to take check-ins in 4 minutes, and if it's unless there's something major happening, we'll call it. I'm trying to figure out what's happening with that one cell that Chuck is seeing off the coast, but that's really the only one I'm waiting on, and then we'll call it. K9EYZ.
Okay, I know you're fired up here. I'm glad you used those lanes. I'm so one of the ones that report.
You bet. Hey, thanks. I'll check my email. K9EYZ.
WX5RJ to net control.
WX5RJ, K9EYZ. Go ahead.
Roger. Roger, sir. Just request permission to go ahead and secure my station from the net, and just let you know if y'all need any assistance with your cleanup and everything over the next week or so. Let us know. We'll be glad to help any way we can.
Thank you so much, sir. We do appreciate your joining us. Most appreciated. Permission to secure, and thank you for the offer. And if we can help you all in any way, you let us know as well. K9EYZ.
November, Romeo Papa.
Calling, this is KM4EWZ.
Whiskey 5, November. Just letting you know all is well. I want to thank everyone on the net for their concerns and prayers. No doubt here, looks like I dodged a bullet, as they would say, and permission to secure my station tonight.
Roger that. We'd like to thank you for joining the net. This is what we're about, helping each other out in dire times. But you take care and you be safe, and you have permission to secure. KM4 EWZ.
EYZ at 9RRI.
9RRI, K9EYZ. Go ahead, Chuck.
Lost the signature. It went across one of the islands, and the rest of the storm has wandered east of Pascagoula and come ashore west of Mobile Bay.
That sounds like good news. I appreciate your keeping us updated. Any further update on that?
No, sir. It looks clear for us, and looks clear for you guys down south.
I appreciate your being there tonight. Please tell Val thank you as well. I'm going to take some check-ins here real quick, and then we're probably going to close the net.
This is N9RRI. I'll be securing also. So 7-3 from Val and me. We'll talk with you later, Lawrence. N9RRI.
Thank you so much. This is K9EYZ with the Jackson County Aries Emergency Weather Net. Sounds like we're mostly out of the storm problem or risk here. Sorry, getting tired, I guess. I'm going to ask before I just see if there are any final check-ins. Do we have any emergency or priority traffic or any emergency or priority traffic or emergency alerts to report? Have any other routine traffic, any type of routine traffic or alerts at this time?
Kilos off 5 Kilo Sierra Alpha.
5 KSA. Go ahead, Mike.
Mississippi Power map is showing just jumped up a transformer outage, Hospital Road and Eugene Mayur Drive in Pascagoula. Also, a larger power outage down by the Pascagoula Refinery Pass number 1 and 613. So those both came up within the last half hour.
Mike, I appreciate those reports. Mike's reporting Mississippi Power's reports of power outages in Pascagoula. Do we have any queries or any fills needed on that report? Nothing heard, Mike. I have you checked in. If you would like to secure, feel free to do so. Thank you for being there. This is K9EYZ. I'm going to take some quick check-ins and then we'll close this net, see who's still with us. Calling for amateurs in, where are we going to start this? Gaucher. Amateurs in Gaucher, please come now.
Kilo Golf 5, Victor, X-Ray, Yankee.
Thank you so much. Appreciate your being there, Mike. I have you checked in. Do you have any reports?
Quiet on the western front.
I appreciate your being there. Permission to secure. Do we have any other, well, actually, there are no other amateurs in Gaucher right now. We'd have heard them already tonight. So we'll move on to East Jackson County, Hurley, Moss Point, Wade, Escatawpa, and Hurley, East Jackson County. Please come now.
KM4, EWZ, still here.
Still there. Didn't wipe you away. Glad to hear it. Couldn't have done it without you tonight, buddy. I appreciate your help. You're free to secure if you need to there, Robert. Any other amateurs in East Jackson County we would like to check in? Please come now. Any other amateurs who are in St. Martin or Ocean Springs who would like to check in one last time? Please come now.
This is KD5LOH. Matt in St. Martin. I'm looking at Facebook on the Van Cleve page. It's a page all by itself for Van Cleve, and there's a lot of chatter on it about how there's multiple witnesses stating that there was a tornado that touched down around the Jim Ramsey Loop area. But besides that, over here in St. Martin, we're good over here.
After that, I'm hearing some other chatter from some friends by text message that would support that as well. So sounds like that'll be something they'll sort out over the next couple of days. And certainly they got some damage there. Appreciate your being there, Matt. I have you checked in. Feel free to secure if you would like. Other check-ins from St. Martin or Ocean Springs, come now.
Says into PKW emergency power.
Charlie, have you checked in? Feel free to secure, but do you have any comments before we close?
Yes, I was watching a recording of Channel 10 WLOX News. They actually showed a radar display of a debris field. It's actually the radar picking up debris from the ground on that tornado that was north of Van Cleve, and it was on the ground for a ways. It could be anything from leaves to trees, limbs and stuff that are sucked up into the air with the radar seeing. Into PKW back to net control.
Wow, that sounds fascinating. I haven't been near the TV to watch it, but sorry, I dropped the repeater there. I haven't been on the TV to watch it, but that sounds like a remarkable video. Look forward to seeing that. Thank you for being there, Charlie. Feel free to secure. Any other check-ins in Ocean Springs or St. Martin? For amateurs outside of Jackson County, but in Mississippi, who would like to check in before we close the net? Whiskey Golf 5 Golf Kilo. Boy, thank you for being there. You have been remarkable tonight. Appreciate all your research. Do you have any final comments?
The comments will be in the mail going to
Hey, thank you so much, and we'll definitely do a after-action report on this, see what we can learn from it. Appreciate your input, guys. Thank you for being there. Other check-ins outside Jackson County and Mississippi. This is K9EYZ, Net Control for the Jackson County Area's Emergency Weather Net and Emergency Coordinator for Jackson County. I appreciate everyone who's been participating tonight. We could not have had such a good net without you. I think we've learned a lot. We've done a lot. Everyone is really appreciated and has done a great job. Hopefully we won't have to do this again for any time soon, but I appreciate you all being there, and we'll look forward to our regular routine training net tomorrow night at 7 p.m. on this repeater. I'm going to close this session of the Jackson County Aries Emergency Weather Net at 23:11. That's 11:11 local time. Everybody have a good night. Get some good sleep. 7-3. K9EYZ clear.
I don't know if anybody's listening to the 147.015 repeater out of Alabama, but they got reports of a tornado touching down by the Daphne area. They got the same kind of net going on that we have, but they're getting hit hard right now by Daphne. and it's quite interesting to listen to what's going on over there in the Mobile area. This is KD5 LOH.
KD5RW, just a public service announcement. Anybody that's going to be going south on 57, there is an overturned power truck south of Quave Road. Got first responders on the way. It'll be an accident with injuries, so it's probably going to cause some tie-ups. AC5RW.
5RW, thank you for the information. And 5PZL.
Well, it's supposed to be pretty bad. One of the power company trucks flipped over, and if I'm hearing it right, it sounds like somebody might be pinned. So, just letting everybody know in case they're going down that way to, maybe take Gaucher Van Cleve Road and go around it and not get stuck in the traffic.
Is that south of the interstate or north of the interstate?
That is north of the interstate. It's going to be south of Quave Road, which is right near the Reserve Golf Course and the interstate.
Yeah, I know right where you're talking about, so I appreciate it.
All right, this will be AC5RW, and I'll be monitoring. If I hear anything else, I'll let everybody know.
And 5PZL monitoring.